I finally made it, after all these years, to south of the border. Yeah, when I was a kid in the 60s, I always wanted to come up here and see south of the border. My dad and my brother and sister, my mother-in-law, we'd drive from Charlotte, North Carolina down to Myrtle Beach, and I would see these signs, and I'd want him to turn north so we could come up here and see this amazing place. But we never did. We never got to see it. So here I am now, finally here to see Pedro in his grand 360-acre estate with his big sombrero tower. Yeah, it's a campy place with restrooms and restaurants all around, fireworks, Myrtle Beach shop over there. Everything a kid would want to see after he was on a long drive from maybe up north in New York, headed down to Florida. Yeah, you'd see those signs a long ways away. Different signs saying, "You never sausage such a place," and other quirky things. Yeah, back then you didn't have any computer to play with in the car, and roads weren't as busy as they are now, and you'd be going along, especially at night, long dark road, hours and hours if you come from up north. And you'd see those signs and dream of the lights. Hopefully that would be just right around the corner. And eventually you'd see it and pull in here and get to take you a cool little break and look at all these cool little characters that old Pedro's got all around the place. Got dinosaurs, like the one you see here. Kids were just here a minute ago taking pictures on it, taking their own little break, headed around. Got one of these rabbits with antlers. I can't remember what you call them. Y'all know what they're called? Yeah, just little quirky things for the kids to get out and take a break. Don't have many places like this left anymore. They got Fort Pedro there. Saw signs for it when I was coming on down in here. But we're gonna walk around this place and check out some of the things and see what it's all about. It's been so long. I've been waiting so long to see it. I imagine it was a lot better back in the 60s, but it's still cool. King Kong's waiting for you to step up and take a selfie with him. Yeah, you just come on up these stairs right here. Got a little teepee kids can crawl around in too. Just don't let them step out in this busy highway. Like I say, it was a smaller road back in the day. Got a crocodile with a firework. Looks like he's getting ready to throw it out in the street with one of these cars. Got some donkeys here. Big Mexican theme. I think it started in 1960. Before that, this place was a beer stand. The fellow that started all this place got smart, and he knew up in Robeson County, right across in North Carolina, like many towns up there, that it was a dry county. So he started selling beer down here and started making a good bit of money. So he kept doing that for a while, and then he opened up this shop when he heard I-95 was going to come down through here and have two exits. And they were at the halfway point from New York to Florida. He figured he'd open up a little shop like this, and he started selling fireworks, and then he got to thinking about having this little Mexican theme, calling it south of the border, south of North Carolina, kind of theme like you'd be south of the border of America down in Mexico, I guess. They got a little restaurant over there and a hotel. Looks like you can register to go and stay over there. I know they got a campground around here somewhere as well. There's another gorilla. There's Pedro's Mexican shop. We may go in there, look around in a minute. There he is. I don't know if is that Pedro? I don't know. I guess that guy back there is supposed to be Pedro right there. Got a rhino for you. I'm just gonna walk around, kind of give you an idea of what the place looks like. A lot of people just stop and go with these little things, and you don't get to see the place as a whole. So that's what I'm gonna try to do for you here today, like I do in all my videos, give you a look at the place as it actually is. Side's a little worn down. So you can see, you can go on up through there. Got a bridge to go to the other side to that hotel. I guess you walk over here. take your picture with the hippo here or on the mushroom or between the two chickens. There's a hotel over there. I guess I'm confused about that registration. Looks a little old these days. Everything's looking a little old these days. Needs a little paint. It's still a fun place to stop. I've seen families come in here and walk around as I've been sitting here. They need to clean things up a little bit, looks like. All right. We got the reptile lagoon that was over here. I don't think they do that no more. Used to have like a little zoo out here. They stopped doing that. I never liked those zoos, but it used to be all over the place, like up in Cherokee, North Carolina. Different areas we'd go, you see these little zoos you could stop, but I always felt bad for the animals in those small little attractions because there wasn't much room for them, and you just hate to see them in those little cages like that. At least I did. So yeah, I guess you can walk to your room, from your room over this bridge down to whatever that is. It says motor inn. So I don't know if you register over there or what. It says Pedro's Pleasure Dome. Ooh, what's that all about? Pedro? Might have to walk over there and see, I guess. I don't know if you can still go in the reptile lagoon or not. Got a turtle for you here. And a dinosaur. Something's done chewed off one of his arms. Didn't have much arms, big arms to begin with, and now they're all gone. Poor fella. Poor fella. Pedro fixed his arms. I don't know. I bet you can still see reptiles in there. It's not a full-fledged zoo anymore. There's the entrance up here. Well, let's keep walking. First, I thought I'd just do hit or miss shots like everybody else, but I think I'm gonna do. I like walking around so you can see it all. Got some cactuses here. South of the border horse. Steakhouse. You got some of the smallest giraffes I ever seen. I thought giraffes were yellow. Guess you can be any color in Pedro's. Amusement land here. There's a truck stop over there. They got it all. So okay, I got the pool over there. So that's the more fancier side of the hotels, I guess. It's the Peddler Steakhouse. What else they got back here? What else they got? Miniature golf, amusement rides. Some more animals and bandits right here. It's a big old heifer cows. Yeah, I guess they want you to see what you're going to eat if you go into Peddler Steakhouse. That's a big sombrero steakhouse. It's early in the morning still. Well, it's not early, it's about 11 o'clock, I guess. On a Friday. I got a convention center out that way. Looks like they used to have a playground out there, but they're not doing that anymore. So yeah, they had a whole thing with rides and all. Looks like that's all gone now. Says got Quadzilla merry-go-round playground, the Red Baron Ferris wheel, Pedro's Railroad, bumper cars, Hot Wheels, Himalayan picnic area. Anybody ever do that as a kid? It doesn't look like they use it anymore, or maybe they're waiting for the summer crowds to start heading to the beach before they operate it. Some of the stuff looks like it's being taken care of. I heard there's a motocross track here somewhere as well. It looks like there might be a putt-putt off here. Putt-putt off in the distance there. We'll turn back. We'll turn back and jump ahead and see what else we can see. So this is the back of the hotel we saw from the road. You can see there's the tower right there. Looks like they had a playground back here we'll still have a playground for kids, and sometime or another you open this gate, I imagine, for the little splash park. That's nice. Put a nicer fence around it, look better. Anyway, there's 95. There's one of them signs over there, if you can read it, says, "Back up, amigo, you missed it, south of the border." You'd have a hard time backing up on this interstate today. So many people just fly up and down the road, and we get so many conveniences that a place like this is often bypassed, and it's a shame. I'd like people to slow down a bit, take your time, and not be in such a rush to get somewhere. Come in here and help south of the border restore itself to its original glory. It's a nice little hotel, just needs a little paint on it and all. Looks like they had a building right here at one time. It's torn down now. I'm sure they don't get as many guests as they once did. I sure would like to see it stay active, that's for sure. But let's jump ahead to the little bridge that crosses the road. We're climbing up the bridge here beside the reptile center now, and I saw this little building over here. It's got a Teller drive-through, so I guess so Pedro had him a bank at one time. Who knows? Let's give you a good little view of the place. Still doing some pretty good activity here this morning, I think. Somebody on some motorcycles down there went to see the reptiles. Taking them a picture down there. Cool place to come for selfies. Motor Inn. What's going on up here? All right, well, this is the thing, I guess, to put socks up here on Pedro's bridge. And people doing that lock thing too. I guess panties, whatever. Lord, Pedro would be upset. Somebody left a heart. Sometimes those things are cool to do. I don't understand the socks. I think the lock is for people who are in love or whatever. I'm not sure, y'all tell me. I don't know how the sock thing got started. Rachel, 9/19/23. Yeah, back in the 50s, the atomic age in the 60s and the 70s. This place was cool. Look how the buildings are zigzaggy like that. That's the design they used back then. That's a good sized pool over there as well. Heavenly Wings Restaurant. You just got that 60s, 70s look. Let's go on over here to these flamingos. So there's Pedro. He's got a pleasure dome. Back here, I guess that's the dome up there. Got some giant flamingos. I was coming up here early and some people had some giant flamingos in their yard. Old Motor Inn, yeah. I always like Motor Inns. You drive your car right up to the room. So here's that pleasure dome. It's a swimming pool, it looks like. Let's go look at it. No lifeguard on duty. You can see they had a pool there and it looks like a bar inside. Maybe that's why they called it the pleasure dome. Maybe it was adults only, I don't know. So there's a tower from the other side of the road where we just walked across all that. Just want to give you a reference to where we at. Here's a Mexico shop here and the famous Pedro sign. And a big grizzly. Watch out. Well, let's go inside and see what they got here. In the window, they got this nicely dressed woman all decorated up, looking good. Some of the items they sell inside. All kinds of loungewear and beachwear. I guess you could wear that over at Pleasure Dome. Things for your kids. You should go in this way by the ice cream shop.
Oh, pretty good. I'm in south of the border right now.
I like that right there. All kinds of trinkets and souvenirs, and voodoo dolls, every hat you could imagine. lights, stop lights. Of course, everybody's got to get their keychain with their name on it. Spirit catcher, I think that's what you call them things. Coffee cups. You know the deal. But after you've been riding hours on end, it's nice just to walk around in these places. Most of these items, at least back in the day, weren't too expensive, and I don't think they are today either, probably. Clothes for your kids. Little Day of the Dead bandanas. All kinds of cool stuff. Dresses on the wall. A little Pedro shirt. Some of those reptiles from the reptile center, the plastic ones. Just some little bags, with some berries of your own, cactuses and all. That's cool. Well, let's go back out front. As you come back out, we got some selfie places right here for you. At the sombrero room where you can go in and get a bite to eat. Yeah, that's cool. There's another shot of the Pedro there. Family down there taking some pictures, having a good time out here today. So there's that restaurant you can eat at. And it looks like it's got a pretty good crowd in there today. And they got the gas station, and of course they got the Myrtle Beach shop over there, which I'm not going to go in and show you that, but you can get the, like I said, fireworks is over there and all that too. Let's give you one last look. I just want to give you a quick overview of this cool place you can stop at when you're in the area. Make sure you stop in here and visit them and support them. We're losing these little roadside attractions these days as everybody travels back and forth without hardly stopping anywhere anymore. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. I hope you enjoyed this walk and talk tour of south of the border. My first time here. If you did, I appreciate it. If you like, subscribe, and share. Y'all take care. Y'all hungry yet? I know you are. I know you want a hamburger or a hot dog. How can you look at this and not want a hot dog?